Hey there, Curious Cubs. Have you ever had a fever and your parents said, "Let's check your temperature"? And then they bring out a strange stick called a thermometer. But how does that tiny tool know how hot or cold your body is? Let's discover the cool science behind it in today's video. How does a thermometer work? So, what is a thermometer? A thermometer is a device that tells us the temperature, whether something is hot or cold. The word thermometer comes from two words. Thermo means heat, and meter means to measure. So, a thermometer measures heat. We use thermometers to check our body temperature, measure the room temperature, check the weather outside, help cook food just right, and even in science labs and factories. Now, what is body temperature? The normal temperature of a healthy human body is around 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, or 37 degrees Celsius. But did you know? The lowest safe body temperature is around 95 degrees Fahrenheit, or 35 degrees Celsius. If it goes lower, it's called hypothermia, and that's dangerous. If it goes too high, like above 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit, or 38 degrees Celsius, you might have a fever. That's why thermometers are super helpful to keep track of your health. There are many types of thermometers, and each one works in a different way. First up, liquid thermometers. This is a thin glass tube with colored alcohol or mercury inside. When it gets warm, the liquid expands and rises. When it cools, the liquid shrinks and goes down. You read the temperature by looking at the numbers next to the liquid. But remember, mercury thermometers are now less used because mercury is poisonous if broken. Next, there's the digital thermometer. It uses sensors to read heat and shows your temperature on a digital screen. It's fast and safe, often used at home or in clinics. Then we have the infrared thermometer. No touching needed. Just point it at the forehead or ear, and it uses infrared light to detect heat from your skin. There's also the strip thermometer, or forehead sticker. It's a strip with special crystals that change color with heat. Just stick it on your forehead and wait. And finally, the ear thermometer, or tympanic thermometer. It goes gently in the ear to read your temperature inside. Let's look deeper into how thermometers work. For liquid thermometers, when the temperature rises, the liquid inside gets more energy. The molecules start moving faster and take up more space, so the liquid rises up the tube. For digital thermometers, they use a special sensor made of metal or plastic. When heat touches the sensor, it creates a tiny electric signal. That signal is converted into a temperature number on the screen. Fun fact: some weather thermometers use bimetallic strips, two different metals that bend when heated. Where are thermometers used? Everywhere. Hospitals for checking patients, weather stations to know the temperature outside, kitchen ovens to cook meat and cakes just right, refrigerators to keep food cool, science labs for chemistry experiments, even cars to check engine temperature. Let's quickly review. Thermometers measure temperature. Normal body temperature is 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit or 37 degrees Celsius. Too low is hypothermia, too high is a fever. Types include liquid, digital, infrared, and more. They work by expanding liquids or heat sensors. Okay, smarty cubs. Let's see what you remember. Q1. What does a thermometer measure? A. Weight. B. Temperature. C. Speed. Answer B. Temperature. Q2. What is the normal human body temperature? A. 40 degrees Celsius. B. 37 degrees Celsius. C. 25 degrees Celsius. Answer B. 37 degrees Celsius. Q3. Which thermometer works without touching the body? A. Liquid. B. Digital. C. Infrared. Answer C. Infrared. Q4. What happens to the liquid in a thermometer when it gets hot? A. It disappears. B. It expands and rises. C. It freezes. Answer B. It expands and rises. Q5. Which thermometer is often used in the ear? A. Strip. B. Infrared. C. Tympanic. Answer C. Tympanic. Great job, Curious Cubs. Now you're officially temperature detectives. Next time someone checks your temperature, you'll know exactly how and why it works. Like, share, and subscribe to Curious Cub for more smart and fun videos every week. See you next time. Stay warm, stay curious.